I started singing that song right away when he was first born, and he just stopped crying.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. That's so beautiful. Hello!
Hi.
Hello, everyone. We are here today to talk about Luminous Voices, the exciting release of Tanya's Sea Dreams tonight, and talk about what we're up to. I'm Hannah Pagenkopf. I'm one of the sopranos in Luminous Voices, and I'm
And
here with.
I'm Jenny Pomeroy, and I am also one of the sopranos that sings with Luminous Voices.
So first, I think we'll just talk a little bit about recording the Tanya and what that was all about. So, Jenny, how was your experience with that?
Well, it was pretty interesting because I had auditioned for Tim earlier on in the year, and he gave me a phone call one morning in I think October it was, and said, "Can you come to a recording session tonight?" And I had never seen the music or anything, and I was like, "Wow, I really want to sing with Luminous Voices because I know what an amazing group it is." So I said yes, even though I was like, I don't know what this music's going to be like. Maybe it'll be impossible for me to sight sing in a recording, but it really went very well, and it was so beautiful. And yeah, it was. I really was very moved by the music during our recording process. I thought it was so cool.
That's so amazing, actually. Though I had no idea you just like jumped into it like that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
And how about you? What was it like for you?
Yeah, for me, it was also a great experience. Of course, like working with Luminous Voices, always amazing, so musically satisfying, and it was just really cool. And maybe you felt this too, like to be recording a work where not only is the composer living, but also like there and able to be giving feedback and sort of shaping it a little bit, but also just like allowing it to kind of unfold as well, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, and I can imagine as a composer, that's probably very exciting and maybe challenging, but also so fulfilling to hear your music being brought to life right there in the moment. It's got to be really a very fulfilling thing, I would think.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a very cool experience. And I don't know what you thought about this as well, but one thing that I really loved doing this music was the kind of blend of styles. Like for me, I sing a lot of early music, and so it was really fun to be sort of feeling like I was kind of singing like something medieval, but then also it had all this kind of cool modern stuff.
I felt the same exact way actually because I also early music is sort of my background too, but then to hear kind of almost like a jazz improvisational element brought into it was very exciting. It felt really alive and fresh. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, the other cool thing about doing this, being a Canadian artist as well as living, but also Canadian.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that was exciting because I'm actually not Canadian. I'm a recent transplant from the United States. Well, and I'll be going back to the United States in the next 2 weeks. But at the time, I was actually very new, and yeah, being included in this was exciting. And it was exciting that it was a Canadian composer's music. I thought that it felt just was yeah, really beautiful stuff. And how about you, as a Canadian? How did you feel?
Well, it's great to hear you say that. Like I would say, the Canadian pride thing. Like as a Canadian, we're always sometimes we feel a little overlooked, I guess. At least that's my experience. But it's always nice to feel like something Canadian is going out into the world and people are enjoying it, and so yeah, it was cool being part of that for sure.
It's especially nice to do living composers as two artists who are always doing dead composers.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very cool to feel like, okay, the person who conceived of this is not just alive but also listening and a part of it, and that's something that I think, yeah, as people who do older music, that's not usually an experience that we have, so that made it really special.
Yeah. It can be a little scary sometimes too. It's
I
like
my
oh, I hope
on.
I hope this is good enough for it. But yeah, but it was such a good experience. Like it was so. I'm sure you felt that too. That
Yeah.
was very,
Cool.
very
And there was
positive.
such an amazing, I also just have to say, for me, working with Tim was incredible because that was my first time working with Tim. And I had obviously heard so much about him, so much. And it just felt like, oh, wow, just coming into a space where everybody performing this music, including Tim, was in a state of empathy with each other, just in a really resonating, like literally, and also figuratively on the same wavelength in a way that felt incredible because it was, we really felt like there was this unity in the process. I remember feeling that at that recording session.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's so true. Like, it's special. Yeah. So, of course, we are now missing that feeling.
Yeah, so what have you been doing musically or otherwise? Just what are you up to?
So I have been teaching online
Mhm.
and also I've been doing some music for seniors. So before all this, I was going to seniors' homes and I was also doing some music with the Alzheimer's Society.
Kitty cat.
You're hearing my cat. So, yeah, I was doing some music for a day program for the Alzheimer's Society. So that's been kind of transferred to an online thing now. So I've been performing over Zoom and it's been really fun. Like it's fun to kind of see all the little screens and I get my guitar and do some music and it's amazing that even with like through technology you can still kind of connect through music. Sometimes people are like with their partner, you know, they're up dancing in their kitchen and things like that. So
How is it, how does it feel different performing over Zoom versus live and in person?
yeah, I mean, when I first started, it was amazing how nerve wracking it was because suddenly there's all these other elements that I can't rely on the same way. Like, you know, the internet is cutting out or my mic's not working. So that was really scary at first. So, but now that I've done a little more and I've gotten used to that, it just kind of flows. There is that element, like just, you know, kind of feeling the connection, seeing how they're responding, they're seeing me. So it's different. Like you have to work harder to get that interactive connection. So it's not just like watching another video, but it's yeah. I'm finding totally possible, and it's been fun.
That's great that you're doing that.
And what are you up to these days?
Well, I had a baby just before COVID happened, and so I've been doing a lot of mommying, and I sing lots of lullabies every day. And my baby River and I do sit at the piano every day for about 5 or 10 minutes, and it's actually incredible. He's really started to recognize that when he touches the keys and there's a noise that he's doing that, and so it's really fun. I usually put him down in the bass and then I twinkle around in the treble. I
That's
like
amazing.
onto him kind of, and I just improvise around whatever he's playing, and we actually have a lot of fun. Um,
That's
yeah,
beautiful. How old is he now?
he's 6 months old. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But the big thing I did is I published a book about a month ago, and I have my Kindle version of the book with me. I don't know if you could see this. Oh, there's a glare.
Oh, that's awesome.
Under the Surface by Sonia Blake. That's my pen name.
Oh, I like it.
Yes, it is a steamy paranormal romance between a siren and a selkie set on the rugged coast of Maine. And,
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
yeah, and you can buy it on Amazon, or you could go to my website, soniablake.com, and check it out. So
Oh, that's so great. Congratulations.
thank you. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
like this other side of me, I do music professionally, but writing has always been a goal as well.
I think that's true for a lot of us. Like I know a lot of us singers also just pursue other creative artistic pursuits. It's like not just necessarily limited to one thing, but I know so many who paint and or like do crafting or all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just that creative urge, I guess.
Oh, well, I think it's interesting because I mean, okay, well, being a singer, we could go on and on about this, but singer, we're usually singing someone else's work. And it does take
True.
a large amount of creativity to do that and to do it interpretively and authentically.
Make it your own.
But then sometimes it leaves you with this need to then create something of your own. So I feel like, yes, a lot of singers are otherwise creative too.
That's such a good point. I never thought about that. That yeah, you also want to have a little something that
That you're
it
the boss
is
of.
all yours. Yeah. So, oh, I was gonna ask you by the way, before we go, what is your favorite lullaby to sing?
Oh, okay. So my favorite lullaby is this song, "The Cuckoo," and it's a traditional Appalachian tune.
Oh,
And yeah, oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sings as she flies. She'll never sing cuckoo till the 4th of July. And it has like 100 verses.
oh, that is beautiful.
Interestingly enough, I sang it a lot to him when he was in my belly. And
Mhm.
the moment he was born, he was crying so hard, like babies do, and they throw him on my chest. He felt like an octopus, just like, what? Crazy, you know? I started singing that song right away when he was first born, and he just stopped crying.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. That's so beautiful.
That song, The Cuckoo. And his nickname is Kuka, which is kind of like, comes from cuckoo. So, yeah,
Oh,
love that song.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
All right, well, thanks again, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you tonight.
Okay, bye.
Bye.